Hello everyone. I just jumped into an European Riichi table. Oh, I've got this is my development version. It's got some development stuff going on. This client, it's like this user 2, user 3, user 4. As I'm testing it, I need to test a few things, and you might see something different than the regular version, as this is development 1. Waiting for one more player and we'll get started. Okay, the game started. We're south. There's east. I'm not sure what I am exactly doing yet. I think a pinfo hand right here. Let me put it on the screen. I'm gonna go for a pinfo. I'll also try to keep my hand closed as much as possible. What else can we do here? I got a third nine characters, and that's a pong, so I can't really have all chows if I already have a pong, so I'll have to do something about it. And in fact, already done. As you can see, I got a 7, so I have 7, 8, 9. That's a chow. I have a pair, so I'm still all right to go for all chow's hand.
Chi.
Okay, I have another chow. 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9. 2, 7, 8, 9 chows. If I would get another one, that would be mixed triple chow. But I don't have any of the tiles, even some singles. Okay, great. Now this is a pair. Oh yeah, actually I don't need a pair, I already have one. I'm not sure how my pinfo is gonna work, because I have 3 pairs. This is my wind. 3 of my winds already discarded, so I'll discard it as it is a safe tile. So I'm trying to keep my pair, the 9 characters,
Hum.
and go for all chows. In fact, I should have discarded 1 and kept the 2, then I would have a pair. I wouldn't have all chows, but I would be already ready, so I would be reach maybe even. Yeah, I should have kept that 2 and discarded the 1. Yeah, I should have kept that 2 and discarded the 1. Okay, now we're at Tenpai. I'm Tenpai. I have 1 set, 1 chow, second chow. That's a third chow, a pair. And I'm waiting on a 5. 5 characters. In fact, if somebody discards the 5, I cannot claim it for a win because I have nothing in my hand. There is no value. A pinfall when you have a 2-sided weight, and I'm waiting in the hole. I am waiting on the 5. I have 4 and 6. I could reach, but I don't want to because there are too few tiles left.
No.
Okay, somebody claimed a win. We have a winner. I'm East, I'm the dealer, and when you are the dealer, if somebody wins on a self-drawn tile from the wall on a Tsumo, then you lose also. You lose some points, and typically the dealers try to to win as quickly as possible, and I'll try to do the same. We'll see what happens. I'm keeping the 4, 5, 6. I have a 6, 7. Perhaps I could get a 5. Maybe have another chow.
홈,
I'm also thinking to
홈,
get rid of the wins and the 9, and perhaps go for a simples hand. All simples. Open Tanyao. We'll see how it goes. So let me put on the screen I don't really care much about my points right now. All I want is have a quick win. So now I just discarded the 9 dots, the terminal tile, and I have all my tiles simples. So now I can claim any of these tiles and win on the simples. Have no doors, unfortunately. The indicator is 7 BAMs, then the door is 8 BAMs. I have now 8 BAMs, unfortunately. I have a 5 right here. I have a 4, 5, 6. I have 4 and 6 right here. There is a possibility to have a mixed triple chow, also called Sanshoku. This is the door, and I'm gonna claim it. No, oops. Somebody has a pong of doors. That's not bad at all, but it is becoming dangerous. So what if he's ready? So I'm gonna try to discard tiles that are safe as much as possible, and specifically the west. The west has three doors right there, and the second set is also BAMs. So whatever I do, I'm not discarding any BAMs from now, because if he ends up with the BAMs, then that's gonna be quite some points. I think it does become it is quite dangerous right now. Everyone opens some sets. This one has opened 2 sets. Right here, 2 sets. So you want to be very careful what you're discarding. Okay, I have another set. I'm discarding the 2, and I have now 2, 3, 4. That's simples. I have 2, 4, 5. Oh. So that is not all greens. That's already something. And I'm not claiming this 8. I could. It is a simples, but I feel like I want to keep that 8 dots as a safe tile. So I'm claiming this one and discarding the 8, as I know it's safe. Well, there is no more Sanshoku. I'll gonna take it off from the screen. All I'm going for is Tanyao. Okay, 3 was discarded. Okay, now I'm waiting. Now I'm waiting on 2 or 5. There's not much points, but I'm east. And if I win, I stay east. And that makes sense. 23 tiles left in the wall. And I'm waiting on the 2. Oops, I'm 4-10. Just noticed it. 2 is right there. I discarded it previously. But we have a winner. And that's not a Tsumo. Because when you're a dealer, you don't want players to have a self-win, as you're losing points. Well, the dealer changed. I was the dealer, now I'm not. But I think I'm gonna go for all simples again. I actually like going for all simples to have my Yako. But I'm not gonna put it on the screen. I'll put the old chows for now, as this is the primary thing I'm going for. And then we'll decide. I have one Dora. The Dora indicator is 5 BAMs on the wall. You can see it there. And I have one Dora, so that's a bonus tile. So far I am 0 points. We have 2 players with 2,000 points and one with minus 4,000 points. So I'm in the 3rd place. I'm not sure if I'm going for all simples any longer, but it is still possible. Sometimes I discard the ones, even though it's a pair, because these tiles could be safe at some point. If somebody reaches and I decide that these are the safest tiles, then I'll discard them easily. So even though I'm keeping them, I still might be going for all simples. And I'm gonna put it on the screen. I'm still going for all simples. I don't care that I have that pair. I will discard it if needed. And I'm aiming for all simples. I'm looking into discarding these terminal tiles. 1-9 BAM already discarded, so I'm discarding the next one. I need to make sure I have a Yako, and so far I we have a Riichi. And as I said, I'm gonna discard the 1, as I feel it could be. I mean, it's not 100% safe, but I think that's better than discarding some other tiles. I mean, of course, it would be better to discard the 6 or the 8. 8 is good. But remember, I said that I feel like I want to go for all simples. Well, I got another 1 terminal right here, and it completed a chow. So I don't know if this is one of all simples again. I'm gonna take it off from the screen. 5. That one was discarded previously, so I'm gonna discard another one. The 2 BAMs is actually being discarded by the player across, the one that has reach. That's 3. At least this is safe. Oh, there is one setting that helps you identify self-discards. It's off right now. I'm gonna turn it on. Save discards. Somebody had a Tsumo. Save discards. I'm gonna get off the game and join it again in order for that change to take effect. And when you want to come back, you go to My Games, and you'll see the list of games you're in. Okay, the next deal started. This one might be the last deal. The difference in scores is really small. I have -1,000 and the leader has 1,000. So it really depends who wins right now. This is the guy that's gonna win the whole round. The door indicator is 3 characters. So we have 4 characters is the Dora. So we do have 1 bonus tile at least. We also have 4-5. We have 4-5 right here. There is a possibility for Sanshoku, and I'm keeping the old chows on the screen because this is something I'm looking for. If I am completing this pong, yes, I'm gonna take it off the screen because obviously I'm not gonna go for old chows if I have a pong. But right now I'm still alright. Sometimes I'm discarding my wins even though I have a pair. It happens because if I do complete my pong, I get one yaku, don't I? But if I discard them and I have all simples, I also get 1 yaku. So it doesn't really matter if you have simples. Oh, we have somebody reached, and that's east. When you lose to the east, see, I'm not claiming this because this is gonna become my safe tile. I'm discarding my safe tile. Okay, the east won, so the game continues. And I'm actually at the last place. There's somebody with -2,000 points, I'm -3,000 points, and there is somebody with -1,000 points. And the leader has 6,000 points. My aim right now is to have the second place. I don't really think I can pull a high score win to overcome the leader with the points, but I will try to stay at the second place as much as possible. We are going for all simples, and I still keep the old chows on the screen. That is one of the options, obviously. This is my wind. I like to keep my wind, and I'll discard this 7 instead. Okay, that's great. Now I can discard this 1 and have my all simples in my hand. As you can see, I have no terminals, and there is only one wind, which is my wind, and it is a pretty safe tile to discard. Remember, this is the last deal, and it is very important not to discard the winning tile. If I do discard the winning tile, that's it. I'm in the 4th place. That is the archi important. Winning, yeah, that's great if I can win, but the most importantly is not to lose, not to discard the winning tile, because that automatically may bring you to the last place.
Tom.
We have a second melt right there. Obviously, this player has a Yaku high. I would be more cautious and discarding the BAMs, as I see one set is BAMs, and you never know, maybe the other sets are BAMs as well. Should I claim it? Yes, we want to have Tempai, because it's 25 tiles left, not as many.
G.
19 tiles left. Two of my opponents already have open sets on the left and on the right. The east is still closed. This is a Dora tile. This is a quite good tile to have. Let me see if anybody discarded it, viewers. No, it doesn't look like anybody discarded it. And it's good to have, and it's actually very dangerous to have. There could be players waiting for this last tile to win. And unless somebody discards it, I wouldn't discard it. I'm actually waiting on this tile right now. Oh, waiting on this tile. How can I wait on this tile if I have no Yaku? I can't. I have to discard it, I'm afraid. But I could win still at the very last discard, the very, very last tile. I don't want to discard it as it's dangerous. Yes, as you can see, somebody discarded it. I could have won. I could have won if I would have a Yaku, but I would have only a pair, and that wouldn't count. Doesn't really matter which one I'm discarding. Okay, at the very least I'm 10 pi, so I did gain 1,000 points. Somebody lost 3,000 points. I think that was the player on the left, which is south right now. And now I'm in the second place. I should be. Yeah, there's minus 1,000 and minus 2,000. And there's a 7,000. I'm in the third place. The indicator is 4, so the door is 5. We have 2, 6, and 4, no 5s. Should I keep the old chows on the screen? Perhaps yes. Still going for old chows again. Oh, I accidentally discarded my wind.
Chi.
We already have 2 players melded sets. There's 1 dragon, and that's east. You want to be careful with the east. What you're discarding. East could be ready, you never know. And do I claim this? Perhaps I could, but I would have to discard this one dots, and I'm not sure if I'm going for all simples. I should. If I'm getting a 4, I'll discard the 1, but right now I'm not sure. You know what, I'll discard the 1 anyway. So I am going for simples. Let me put it on the screen then.
Boom. come.
We have another door indicator at the 5, so I have no doors actually whatsoever. I got the 4 that I was waiting for, and I am going for Chow hand, and I have too many pairs. I'll discard that 7. Perhaps a Sanshoku, there is a possibility. 6, 7 right there. 6, not so much anymore because I got an 8.
Home.
Oh, we have 2 dragons right there. 5 chi. That's 3, 4, 5, my chi. And I am going to be Furitan. I discarded the 1, remember? And I'm Furitan.
Chi.
But I can still win if I'm getting this tile in my from the wall. Well, I'll be hoping for that. See, I'm Furitan. I cannot claim it. Well, now I'm not Furitan. I'm waiting for 6 and 2. The 2, only 1 was discarded, so there is still 1 in the game. And the 6 I did not discard, and I don't see players discarding it. That's going to be pass. Okay, that's the door tile. I'm going to discard the 8. So now I have some more points. I got a hand. Two or 6. I got another 5. Would that be too dangerous to discard? Okay. Oh, that was too late. I was about to discard my 2 dots and wait on 5 or 8, but I would be Furitan again. I just felt that it's safer to discard the 2 than the 5. 3. I can't really do anything. If I would discard the 5, then I would be Furitan again because I would be waiting on 1, and I discarded the 1 previously. So I couldn't do really much. Come on, the 2 or 6, 2 or 6, 2 or 6. And I got the 2, and that's a Tsumo.
Tsumo.
Finally, I did win something. That was the only win in the game, and let's see what place am I going to have. I should have the 2nd place. Yes, I did get the Uma. Wasn't bad after all. It wasn't bad. Let's play it again. Let's have another round. Okay, we have another round, and the East starts the game. East on the right. Okay, let me put on the screen the right combinations. So, old chows of Tanyao. Not sure. Perhaps I am going for old chows again.
Riichi.
Oh, we have Riichi.
One. One.
That would be safe.
No.
Yeah, you want to be careful. But that was the winner was actually South, not the one that reached. Somebody else. 2,000 points, not much. Very quick win. Okay. Pinfo hand, no. Not this time. I already have a Pong right there. I'm not sure if I'm gonna downgrade it into Pinfo. I mean into a pair to have a Pinfo, all chows. What would be nice is to get a 7 and 8 and maybe go for mixed triple chow. Sound Choco right here, maybe, possibility. I'm gonna put it on the screen. And yes, old chows, it is also a possibility. I'm gonna put it on the screen. Even though I have a Pong, as I explained, it's not necessarily that I am going to end up with a Pong. So I'm gonna put it on the screen, old chows. Here we have a chow. I'm still waiting for 7, perhaps a 7 right there, and maybe a Sanshoku, maybe. It's still a maybe.
Eat.
Ooh, the east is Riichi. I have nothing in my hand. I don't even have one Dora. I'm gonna go defense. I'm gonna go all the way defense. All I do is defend. So 1 is alright. 1 was discarded by East, who has Riichi, and it was discarded here. So it was pretty safe. The other safe tile is 9 actually. I have a full pong of 9s, and I'm gonna start discarding them. I will still try to maintain a tempi as much as possible, but at the same time, the first thing is defense. Only safe tiles. And the safest tiles are the ones that were discarded just recently. And then the safest are the ones that were discarded by a player who is Riichi. North winds were discarded, so that's safe, even though the player who's on the east, who has Riichi, oh, Sumo. Congrats, that's not bad. 5 fan, mixed triple chow, all simples, fully concealed and Riichi. Very well done. I'm not writing anything in chat because I have a new client, that's the newer version, and I'm testing something, but the chat is not working until that client is released. What is this? My client is so slow. Let me exit and come back. I just have so much open, and my client is actually so slow, and this is why it's showing this problems. As you can see, it takes me forever to join the game. I have that streaming software, I have so much stuff going on here. Okay, no more defense, I've taken it from the screen. Right now I'm trying to win. And what am I going to do? Discarded the 8, as I'm thinking 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, I have a 3 right there. Maybe a Sanshoku. I'm always trying to maximize the value of my hand, so I'm thinking different ways how I could do that. Well, I do need 1, 2, 3, but I need my hand closed. I'm not ready to open my hand. Okay, I'm gonna put on the screen all chows. Yes, I am going for pin for hand. What I could also do is mix triple chow, Sanshoku, but I'm not very close to this, to completing this. I'm not gonna put it on the screen because I'll most likely have to take it down. So we'll see. So far only this, only chow hand I'm going for.
Riichi.
Oh, we have somebody reach. Do we have any safe tiles for this guy? I'll discard this one. Well, when I don't know what to discard, I try to discard one terminal tile. It's not completely safe, but it's better than discarding something hot. What else? What else? I'll discard this east, because typically east, I mean, that was dangerous somewhat. Discarding the east for and sometimes I'm looking at see, the guy discarded 4 and 2. Actually, that's a lady, I think. Maybe not. 4 and 2, and that means 3 could be safe. Why shouldn't it be safe? At least that worked for me before, discarding this way. So I'm going to discard this 3, see what happens. Yep, it is safe, so that means I have another safe tile. I'm gonna cheat this. Why? I'm thinking to discard the 1 dots as well. So basically I'm going for a simples hand. So what do I have? I have pinfo. Yes, it's still a pinfo, not any longer, no. Not any longer. So what I'm going for is, wow, I'm actually tempai. The only problem is,
No.
oh yeah, tempai, of course. Tried to place defense. Look how many points I lost for not playing defense. 8,000 points. That's so much. That's pretty much a guaranteed 3rd place position. So yeah, tempai, but my hand was worthless. I should have, went for discarding 1 dots. That was actually my plan, and for some reason I just discarded that 8. Okay, so let's try to recover then. How do I recover? To recover from a loss like this, you have to play closed hands. That's the only way you can recover. So let me click pass all, and that's going to be just closed hands from now, as I have to catch up. I lost so many points, 12,000 points. Was that? Yeah, that was East. I lost to the East, and the East was tempai. I discarded the 8. Okay, am I going for a pinfo? I have a pinfo on my screen. Yes, there is a possibility to go for pinfo, but most likely, I don't know. Yeah, I'll keep it on the screen. Yes, I am going for pinfo. What else I have? I have 2 4, I have 3 4 right here, have a 3 right there, maybe a mixed triple chow San Shoko. And that way I'm gonna keep this 3 so I can have that hand. And I discarded the 8 instead. Ooh, we have somebody reach. I have 1 safe tile, I have 4 cracks. So what do? I'm actually discarding this 4 crack for now. And I'm not going for Sanshoko or Old Chows any longer. I need to play defense. I already lost so many points. I'll reach actually. It is not a safe move, but I'm desperate. I discarded 6 while he reached on 8. When players reach on something, on a number, then you don't want to discard tiles around that number. At least I try not to. Ooh. Okay, I'm waiting for 2 or 5. 2 or 5. As you can see, my weight is also close to whatever I discarded. So it's considered, if somebody discarded something, then his weight is around there. Yep. No luck. Lost more points. At least that was a risk for, for a win. Oh my god, 15,000 points down. Indicator 3, so the 4 is the Dora. Unfortunately I have no Dora, and I'm east, and this is the only way for me to recover, is to stay east. Win and then stay east. Win and stay east. How do I do that? That's hard. First of all, I'm going to play all simples and perhaps Tainyao. All simples and Pinfo, I wanted to say. 9, so I'm discarding the 9 then. It would be great to keep this hand closed actually. I will get more points. So I'll try my best to keep it closed. Even though if somebody discard something that could get me into tenpai, I would still play it closed. All simples and all chows. I'm also going for pinfo. Nope. That doesn't get me into tenpai, that pong. And I feel I need more points. I need to maximize my wins, if I do have any. This could be my last hand. It could get me in tenpai, but I want to reach. Three again. Six. Nope, doesn't work. Unfortunately. At least this is a safe tile. It was discarded recently. Very recently. On the same turn. East. I must be tenpai when if we go into a wall. Twelve tiles left. Still doesn't work. Nine tiles left. Just some tiles left. Unfortunately, I'm not even tenpai. Nope, that doesn't get me into a tempai. And this one, neither. Oh, at least this is tempai if nobody claims it for a win. I have a pinfo hand, so I could have won. Okay, at the very least I'm staying east, so I still have a chance to recover, even though I have to win so many points. This is why I kept my hand closed. I have to win a lot in order to recover from the 4th position I have right now. And you remember, it was so easy to get so many negative points by just discarding one hot tile. And I had safe tiles, and I just, didn't discard them. I'm east, I start the game. And I'll start the game by discarding this dragon. If I can have a quick win, I would go for it. Oh, what I've got. Look at what I got. I got 3 doors right there. That's quite good. So let me put on the screen whatever I'm going for. That's not all simples and not all chows. I'm going for a dragon pong. Which is called Yakuhai. And I need to take down the defense part. Okay, I'm Riichi. So I'm waiting on the 7 and the dragon. Let's see which one comes first. And I'm east. I have 3 doors. And I could win big this time. Let's see what happens. 37 tiles left. There's plenty of time. the 8 dots were discarded, the 9s, see 3 of the 8 dots discarded, 2 9 dots discarded, so the 7s should be next. See, all 8 dots discarded, all of them. Five tiles left. Just one tile. At least I'm tempai, so the game will continue. Okay, that's the second time I'm tempai. The door indicator is a 6 bamboos, and the door is 7 bamboos. Just going with the flow, I'm trying to build my hand as quickly as possible. That's very important when you're east, because if you win, you stay east, you can win more. Especially like right now, I need to recover from a big loss, and staying on east could be very important. I already stayed 2 deals, won 2,500 points by staying on east, just by being tempai. There is a possibility to go for a straight right here. This is why I discarded the 8. Let me put it on the screen, the straight. Yeah, that's something that I have in mind. Even though there is still ways to go for a straight. Well, no more straight. Let me take it down.
Each.
Okay, we have somebody reach. I need to make sure I maintain my my tenpai position. Actually, I'm not tenpai yet, but I need to be tenpai. I need to be ready. My hand to be ready for mahjong. Okay, the round is over. I lost. Looks like I'm in the 4th position. That's quite bad. I lost so many points. Let me look at my points. I have 5,800. That's quite low. I used to be at about 9,000 points. And still going down. And that 4th position, because of that loss I had in the very beginning of the game when I discarded the winning tile. This is why it's so much important not to discard the winning tile, and that is very, very, very important in this game. Okay, I'll play another round. Okay, this is the last round for today. We have the Dora indicator, white dragon, so that means the green dragon is the Dora. I have just one red dragon right now. I'm gonna keep it for a while, maybe not a big while though. Do I discard it now? Perhaps I will, because I want to keep this 9, this 9, 7. Yeah, I have another 9 right there. That is an option, you know, a beginning of a Sanshoku, the mixed triple chow and all 3 suits. At the same time, I have 1 and 1 and 3 and 2 and 3. So that could be also Sanshoku, also triple chow. So I'm gonna put it on the screen, but I already discarded one of the 9s I had. I had to discard something. I should have discarded maybe that 5, but I didn't, because that is also a beginning of a Sanshoku possibility. I have a 4 here, I have a 5 right there, I have 5, 6, it is also a possibility. What I could have also done is went for terminals and honors in all sets. I'll try that some other time.
He.
Okay, so Sanshoku no more. I don't think I'm going for Sanshoku for mixed triple chow. And instead I am actually going for all chows. This is my wind. Well, I'm gonna discard it. One of my winds was discarded already. This is the last round I'm playing. That's not the last deal, the round. We just started it. It's supposed to be 4 deals, but if East wins, then the East stays at the East and starts the deal again. So the actual deals could be much more. 9. I'll keep this time this 9. If I get an 8, there's a possibility for an Itsu, the straight. Let me put it on the screen. This is why I keep that 9. Alright, that's not bad. I'm Riichi.
Each.
So I'm waiting on a 2 and 5, and I'm not for e10. Yep, that's my tile, and that's a Riichi. I have 2 Yakus for winning on the first go round. Yep, and I have a pinfall also. That's not bad. That's a good start, and I'll try to maintain these points. You don't want to lose now. I mean, you don't want to lose any time, and losing means discarding the winning tile. That is important. So now, with 7,000 points, I can be more relaxed, I think. As I don't have to recover like in the last round. Remember, in the very first deal, I lost a lot of points and I had to recover. I had to make sure I play closed hands so I can win more points. In fact, I couldn't win any. And right now I can, go for smaller hands as long as I keep my first position. And this is what I'm gonna do. If I see an opportunity to win quickly, yes, I'll definitely do so. I have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There is a possibility for mixed triple chow Sanshaku. I'll put it on the screen. How about the pinfo? Is pinfo a possibility? Perhaps it is. No, not anymore. I just claimed the Pong, and the pinfo is not a possibility no more. I claimed the Pong, and I'm going to discard the terminal tiles, all other tiles, terminal tiles. I'm going for open Tanyao. That's my hand right now. That's great. I got another 8. I'm discarding the 1. I don't need it anyway. I need to go for simples. Open Tanyao. That's my pawn. I have 2 pongs, and there is also a possibility to have a toy. Yeah, you could have all pongs. Let me put it on the screen. It is a possibility, and I keep this in mind. We have a winner. That was East. He stays at the east. Okay, let me take down the yakus I aimed last time, and let's have the ones I'm gonna go for right now. Pure double chow, yes, that would give me a yaku, but don't forget the pure double chow. It's 1 2 3 1 2 3 in the same suit. It could be 6 7 8 6 7 8, but it has to be in the same suit. And you also have to know that if you open any part of your hand, that pure double chow yaku you won't have. It works only in a closed hand. As long as your hand is closed, you can have that yaku. But if it's open, no more. So I'm gonna try to keep my hand closed. As usually, I'm keeping my wind, as my wind could give me a yaku high, and also could be at the same time a safe discard. So I'm keeping it.
Boom.
Seven is actually a Dora tile.
Come.
And we have another Dora, and the indicator is 5 dots. So the actual Dora is 6 dots. And 6 dots were not discarded. So somebody has them in the hand, or these tiles aren't still in the well. What I could also do right here is all simples. Why not? I just need to discard that 1 dot, and my tiles are all simples. I'm gonna claim this first, discard this guy, that's not bad. Everybody sees my my pong of Doras, and now they have to be more careful. I'm waiting on the 2 dots or 4 cracks, 4 characters. North is Riichi, but I'm gonna play tough. I'm waiting, and I'm waiting on a good hand. I have already 4 yakus. I'm waiting on 2 or 4. Let's see, I'm not 4-10, not at all. I'm not playing defense, I'm waiting like the other guy who's Riichi. Hopefully I complete my hand quicker, and I have something, you know, my hand is not useless. There is something to risk for. I'm risking by discarding not safe tiles just because I have something in my hand. 2 and 4. Two and 4. Seventeen tiles left on the wall. 16.
No.
Well, at least that wasn't me. And that was a big hand. That was 8,000 points hand. But I'm still first. Okay, I'm discarding the wins that are not mine first. And what am I going to do? Yes, I am going for all simples, and I already have it on the screen. And I'm gonna take down the Itsu, the straight. Oh, not the Itsu. I meant the pure double chow. Okay, that would be a pawn.
Pawn.
I am going for simples. All I want is a quick win so nobody else wins. And I'm east. I'll stay east if I win. That's a second set.
Pum.
Oh, that's a pong. My chow didn't work. Since the 5s are out, almost out, I'm gonna discard the 4 and 6. I'll start with the 4. Oh, we have 2 melded sets. One of them is a dragon that gives an Yaku, and the second one is in characters. When I see this, I'm a little more cautious about discarding characters, but at the same time I see this player discarded the 1 and 9, so I think the player has different suits, not only characters.
No.
Okay, at least that wasn't us. It was a cheap hand anyway. It was just 1,000 points. The dealer changes. I was the dealer, not any longer. This could be the last deal. Again, I have the most points. I'm not gonna risk it. I might keep my hand closed as that makes it easier to discard safer tiles. The door indicator is a south wind, so that means the door tile is the west wind. I don't have any, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately. I don't really need a win to keep my first position. All I need is to make sure I'm not losing this deal.
Home. Home.
This could be the last deal today, unless east wins. We'll see how it goes. But I would say that the bamboos are not safe. As you can see, this player has melded a green dragon with along with two chows, with the green also green, and if he has the other tiles green, then this hand could be worth some points. This is why I'm not going to discard any greens unless it was discarded by this player, and this player discarded a 4, so I can easily discard a 4. 2. I'll discard the 4. Green dragon. Again, this could be my last deal today. I'm cautious about discarding this 2.
No.
Ooh. 7 wasn't safe. And that was east. East 1. The hand was actually quite cheap. Thus I didn't lose much points. And we're playing another deal. so what am I doing? Am I doing all simples again? Perhaps I'm going to keep it on the screen then. I keep my my north wind. Remember, I'm going for all simples. This is my Yaku. I'm keeping my wind just in case if I'm getting another one. That could give me a Yaku high, but otherwise I'm going for all simples. Open Tanyao. Claiming it.
Chi. Come.
I didn't want to discard that east wind. Ran out of time and accidentally discarded it. That was a dangerous tile, especially there are 2 door indicators already, and that means there are many doors. All I want is somebody to win, and I want to discard the safest tiles possible. How do I do that? It's actually not as easy. I saw that this player discarded the 9, so I'm hoping that 8 was safe, and it was. Two is safe, it was just discarded. 11 tiles left. Would be 3 probably. when you're not sure which tile to discard, try to discard the tiles that are closer to the terminals, like 1 terminal, 2 perhaps, if you don't have any terminals, 2, and then would be 3. Okay, that would be chi. And now I'm tempai. Unless somebody wins off of my discard, the 5 is quite dangerous. I'm not sure why am I risking, but I don't see any other safe tiles anyway. So now I'm waiting on 8 or 5. 5, not possible. There is a Kong of 5s. So the only tile that I'm waiting for is 8. 8 dots. Okay, I was tempai. How about the player on the right? Yes, player on the right was tempai as well, so the game continues. So if anybody has any questions, please ask them right now, as this could be my last deal. I have opened Tanya on the screen. I think it's still a possibility. Even though I have this ones right here, I get rid of them. Most likely, actually, I could go for a mixed triple chow, and I'll actually remove all simples, as my triple chows would require that terminal tiles. So I'll have the Sunshoku on the screen, as this could be my primary Yaku that I am going for. There is also a possibility to go for pure double chow, also called Ipeiko, I believe. Okay, 9. That's quite dangerous, isn't it? So what do? I'll discard this one. That's 2. What do I discard? I discard another one. Remember, defense. Defense is what's important right now. Let me take down everything I have and I'll do defense. Just defense, just defense. What? 3? 3 sounds good to me. Out. Eight. 3. I'll discard a 3. That's a little dangerous. I should have discarded something that was already discarded recently or has been discarded by the East. Well, now I'm waiting, actually. I am tempai. My hand is ready. I'm waiting on the 7 characters. Actually, I'm not waiting because 7, 8 was discarded, so I think it's pretty safe to discard this 6. 6 was discarded, so I can discard this 6 then. While my hand is ready, I have no Yaku. Nine was discarded by the player who reached, so that's quite safe. Five. Wow, now 5 could be very dangerous. As you can see, the player discarded 3 and 9, and he's Tsumo. He maintains dealer position, and he's actually first place now. I was keeping my first place for a while, but that's not possible. The player has won a few hands in a row. And earned so many points that I'm second now. I have 1 Dora tile, I have the 2 bamboos, my Dora. Okay, no more defense. I've taken it down from the screen. I have no specific plan. That's not a Dora. That is not bad. So maybe my plan is to go all simples again. That is a possibility. Let me see if that... Okay, that's all simples. So my plan is to discard this 9 and then the other winds I have right here, the south winds. They're useless anyway. These are not my winds.
Boom.
Okay, I got a 7, so I have a completed chow, 6, 7, 8. And all simples, all simples, all simples. And I have 2 safe tiles, not bad at all. Let's start claiming some discards. Okay, I'll get rid of the 4, as I already have a really good weight, 6, 7, so I'm waiting on 8 and 5. Okay, that's my chi.
No.
Oh, East again. Look what's happening. East just keeps winning. That happens. All simples, I mean open Tanyao. So no terminals and no honors. I kept the wins, but I was about to get rid of them as a safe tiles. I had the south winds in my hand, but I was still going for open Tanyao because that would give me a Yaku. See the hand on the screen? All simples? That's Tanyao. That gives you one Yaku. And right now I'm gonna keep this hand still on the screen because I'm gonna get rid of the 9 and the dragon, so I will have the simples hand again. And I'm discarding first the terminal tiles and then the honor tiles, because the honor tiles could actually give you a Yaku if you get a pair, and then you could wait for a Pong. So discarding another terminal tile, that is a terminal tile. By discarding the terminal tiles, honor tiles, the winds, you go for all simples. All simples gives you a minimum hand requirement. It is also called Tanyao. And sometimes, at least with some previous rules, the previous European rules would not allow open Tanyao. You could still have all simples, but you would have to keep them closed, in a closed hand. And the latest revision of European rules, they allow an open Tanyao, so you can have simples and open hand, so with some melts. What do we have here? Look, I think I'm ready. Look, I have 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 2, 10, and I'm waiting on a 7. And in fact, I have simples, and I'm not going to reach because of why? Because it's just on a single.
Chi.
Because if I reach, everybody's gonna play defensively, and I might not be able to complete my hand. By keeping my hand closed, I could have one Yaku for simples and for what? That's it. If I win from the east, would that be enough for me to get in the first position? Nope. I would need to have a reach, but if I would have a two-sided weight. I have a one-sided weight right now, and I don't like that. I need a two-sided weight so I can reach. Well, I can still reach, but maybe I should. Okay, I reach. I'm waiting on the 7 dots. There are 23 tiles left, so there are not as many tiles left, and this is why I reached.
Chi.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's interesting. Oh, that's Tsumo. Fully concealed hand, all simples, and reach. That's at least 3 Yakus. Would that give me the first position? Yes, it did. I actually ended up first. Thank you everyone for watching. If you do have questions, please ask right now. The next time I will be playing is next Wednesday, the same time, around 3-4 p.m. Pacific time. Have a great evening. Bye-bye. I'm going actually to turn back the automated stream. Just 1 second, and the automated stream will start.